Good morning. It's not every day you get to camp in the middle of the zoo, and we're in Western Plains Zoo at Dubbo, and this is the coolest thing I think I've ever done in my life. It's a tent right in the middle of the zoo, and you probably can't see them, but about 50 yards over there are elephants, including the only African elephant in Australasia, and about 150 yards over there are the lions, which we got to feed yesterday, which is a crazy experience. I mean, you watch movies and you see documentaries about the power of lions, but until one is jumping right up next to you going, I want that chicken neck that you've got, you don't really understand the power of these animals. But when their hot breath is right there, you understand that the best thing between you and a lion is a very strong wire fence. But there is nothing that compares to this. But we're actually in Dubbo because today is the world premiere of Dingo Wild Dog at War, which is a documentary I was so fortunate to be part of, and got to travel through every which part of this whole amazing country of ours to research and understand and get my head around all those issues that encompass this amazing animal, the dingo. So we're off to do that, but in the meantime we've got to do a little bit more of checking out Africa's wildlife that are here, and it's still boggling, like, you know, sleeping there and listening to all these animals, but just looking right there and seeing some African camels and some elands. It's and of course giraffes. All along the front here are giraffes. It's awesome experience. If you ever get to Dubbo, check out the zoo and definitely do the camping experience. What we're seeing here is the African painted dog, or the Cape dog, or the African wild dog. They've got a lot of names, and that's because originally, prior to the decimation of their populations, the dogs were widespread right across all of Africa, and unfortunately, although they are one of the most successful hunters on earth, and at least 80% of hunts end in kills, unlike a lion, which we think is a pretty incredible animal, which probably most hunts end in about 30% kills. They are an extreme animal, but unfortunately their range is so massive that it encroaches on humans, and the population's now down to less than 5,000, so between 3,000 and 5,000. So when you see a population like this here at Western Plains Zoo, you really do see a part of one of the greatest animals that may face extinction in our own lifetime. And I'm a massive fan of painted dogs. And you can see these guys here just trotting around, scenting, getting an idea of what's going on. These guys are part of the program of rebuilding the population outside of Africa. There's 2 packs here at Western Plains Zoo, and there's an interesting fact about painted dog packs, is that all the females are related and all the males are related, but they're completely unrelated. So that's really how packs form. So all the female puppies from a pack, as they grow up and disperse, they'll go together and find another group of males that are all related, and they'll form a pack, and of course the alphas will be the breeding pair, and because of their incredible evolution on the African continent, they have some really intricate ways of creating their social hierarchy. And one of the really incredible things about them is they look after their young and let them eat first if the young are next to a kill, and also they bring back food to dogs that are maimed. So if there's been a dog that was maimed in a hunt, he'll be back at the den where the puppies are, and the adults that have been off hunting will come back and regurgitate for the maimed dog as well. So it's got this kind of social security network, which they just blow me away. I mean, there's no facet of the African wild dog that doesn't just intrigue me, or I think anyone that has an interest in canids. But there you go. Whichever way you want to name them, they are an incredible species, and I always feel fortunate whenever I get in their presence. And I think I'm going to keep staying here and checking them out. But if you do get the opportunity, do a bit of Googling, and if you ever find yourself with some spare money, please support the Painted Dog Conservation Societies, and they do an amazing job because they are very, very hard to protect these animals because of their massive range and because of their intricate social networks. You know, a lot of people look at these Barbary sheep over here and go, it's a goat. But sheep and goats come in all sorts of different shapes, sizes, wool, hair, horns going this way, horns going that way. But there is one way that you can always tell if it's a sheep or a goat. And hopefully the scientists won't see this and discredit me. But as a breeder of haired sheep, I'm always telling people that no, my sheep are sheep. And the way that I get people to identify a sheep as opposed to goats is the tail. So the tail's going down, going up, it's a goat. And therefore, these Barbary sheep are definitely sheep. As you can see, the tail goes down. Even though they have that appearance of the classic goat, they are in fact sheep. So always check that one out. Where there's the tail, it's going down, sheep. It's going up, goat.